So here we are once again, just like last time. I broke the stream, but not anymore, I guess. Just have a check. Yeah, we are live and online. Well, so nice to be here. Welcome once again to our Kickstarter live stream. Last time was, such a success. And we had so much fun, we decided to do it again today.
Yeah, I guess we start with some good news.
Yeah, we start with really good news. Why don't you do it?
Oh, yeah, it's on me. So we actually just hit our goal. So we are definitely making this game.
Like 1 hour ago, we got confirmation. You hit your first and most important goal of this campaign, the actual funding. So here we are.
And there's a few things we haven't talked about since last time, I guess, to update everyone. So we heard from you guys that our stretch goals were a little lame, which I don't disagree with. And so
it was let's say, from business point of view.
Yeah, when we first started this project, we weren't we were always getting new estimates every day about like how much things were going to cost, and so we were pretty conservative about making sure we actually would have enough money to make all the things that you guys wanted. And one of these things were the stretch goals that added extra cards. We really didn't have a good quote yet for how much that would cost for us to build. So we've been talking to a lot of manufacturers. We had a lot of great contacts from Essenspiele. And so now we're confident enough to say, like, if we had a certain stretch goal, we can add a third faction, which is really the one that I wanted the most.
To the base game, so for everyone, not something extra where you have to pay extra, it's in the box with all the other cards.
So basically, what's our goal now?
13,000.
That's in euro, by the way.
Yeah, in euro.
13,000 euro, which is, we're in Germany. So,
that's how things are here, I guess. As you can hear by my thick accent.
So if we hit 13,000 euro, we will add another 50 cards to the game, which will let us print a third color, and that won't cost anything else for you guys.
So of course the main question is, what would this faction be like? You said it's your favorite, or favorite you wanted to add.
I love the art style for it. They're the more spooky.
We have
actually put some example.
This is our special promotion card. Only people who visited us in Essen got this. This is an example of how the artwork for this third faction looks like. So they are purple mostly. So ghostly, zombie, Halloween-esque, phantoms, specters. Yeah,
creepy folks.
Creepy folks.
So we're really not sure how that's going to play in the physical card game.
We have them already, of course, in the app.
Right, so you can play them in the app. They're more like, I guess the equivalent would be the black cards in Magic, just both thematically and gameplay-wise.
Like reanimation of the dead and tormenting of your enemies. All the good stuff.
Yeah.
Everything you want to know. So also one of the things you said after last live stream was, this was so much fun watching you play. We wanted to see some more gameplay. So we prepared some more gameplay. We will, of course, have the second round of this epic Brian versus Sebastian. By the way, Brian, our game designer. My name is Sebastian. For those of you who don't know,
we're bad.
Of course, we are not like professional video producers, marketing people, whatever. We just some guys play some cards.
So we're going to try and play a little faster last time. Last game on the live stream, I actually narrated like every step I was going to do. So like, here's the move I'm trying to make. Let me explain it to you guys. And it really didn't get across the notion of how fast this game is to actually play, because you can play this game in about 10 minutes per round, typically. And I think we spent like 25 minutes playing the game because I was just stopping and explaining all of my thoughts. So I thought it was helpful for some people, but definitely not.
Want to see not to showcase how fast the game can be and how fun the game can be. So we will play one more round, then maybe get to some more of the questions.
Yeah, you can ask any questions while we're playing, and we'll just address the questions at the end. So feel free to just drop some questions in chat, and we will.
And if not, we have some prepared that you guys sent to us via mail or messages.
Yeah.
So why don't we just start? Speaking of, we are bad at this. We will try.
We have a camera operator today, so it's just
the two of us.
Pretty busy in the office. So try and
a bit back, so like this, and then I guess you can see most of it.
Okay, that should be good enough.
Most of it is good enough for us.
Okay, great. So since I beat you last time, why don't you start?
This is an advantage, though.
Actually, we still haven't figured this out. If going first is an advantage, so you can make me go first as well.
No, it's okay. I don't.
Okay, so
we remember all my tactic is of course just turning over 3 cards that I can remember. Oh, I'm at another disadvantage now. I have to all face wrong to me.
Oh, but I got a match, by the way.
I got a match.
Or
you got a match.
I got a match.
I got a match for you.
Okay,
that's how I do it. So
and you get two victory points for you.
Well, at least just
an extra.
And an extra flip. So why don't keep things simple and just flip this one? Almost one of my minions, but the wrong one.
Okay.
So we go back.
Okay,
so
my turn. I'm gonna do my trick again of being as obscure as possible, so that.
Actually, obscurity is always the same. It's like
I am.
Whoa! What is this? Okay.
Second match.
Okay. Nothing. I don't say anything against you.
Plus 2 health.
It's brilliant.
So I'm gonna give. I guess I'll give the old creature plus 2 health, and attack you for 1.
Yeah, because thanks. So you're doing the computer part of things.
I'm handling all the math here.
Nice.
Okay, your turn again. Wait, no, sorry, that was just my third. Yes, that was my third turn. So now your turn with them.
And then, why don't we keep things even more simple? What? Another minion and not a match. What a luck!
Was it the same as your other minion?
Oh well, don't you know? So, but at least here's a match. Wow. So he ignores. He's a really nice looking guy. But we don't have time, of course. Just wanted to show how nice my guy works.
Flip the cover and
here we go again.
Okay. My champion. Oh man, was it one of these guys? I don't think it was. I think it's the other guy. I got 3 guys.
Oh, here we go. Thank you so much. So we are so nice these rounds, are we? Like helping each other out. So you got victory points for this one because it's my minion.
Yeah, I guess.
And he has taunt, so
yeah. So I'm going to attack you with this one, which gains 2 health last turn.
Don't forget your extra flip because of my.
Oh right, yeah. So I get 1 more.
Maybe we do it first. We all know him already. Haha.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack you here, your top guy. So I lose my 2 bonus health. And then of course the other one attacks you directly for another damage.
I will put thanks so much. I will put him here on the graveyard to the spectrum of fitting.
Okay. Your turn?
Okay, so do you guys have taunt? No, it's 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. Well, let's see what I get first. Like it's an effect.
It's my effect.
It's your effect, so
but both players gain 3 victory points.
So you are with the victory point deck again.
Yep, I like my victory point deck.
Yeah.
My favorite champion.
Yep, I can understand.
Actually, no, I think both of the decks have that card. I'm not playing the champion that gets buff when he gets victory points, but I'm playing the one that buffs when I flip your cards. But I just generally do.
So, one question: if I turn over your effect, do I also get an extra?
No.
Effect?
Only when you match
minions. So
only when you match someone else's creatures do you get the bonus effect.
This is what people were asking too. Like, the effect's too weak compared to each other. No, actually, this is one. But I encountered my champion, but I don't know where his second one is. But I guess I will remember this. So I could attack you or you guys.
Yep.
Actually, I don't gain that much from.
Neither of them would kill each other. You just each take 1 damage.
Yeah, sure. But mine has a better ability. Yours are already spent. Like these are just 1/2s, and I can ignore taunt if you want. So I will just take your face.
Okay.
Nothing against your face, though.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
Let's see. One.
Almost.
Oh. Which one is it?
Which one is it?
Great.
So many plans, but not the right ones.
Okay, next turn. And I'm going to attack your face for 2.
My face. Ooh, this will be a fast one. So aggressive. So didn't have this one before. Oh, it's the wild card. So what happens?
Okay, so this is the victory point trading wild card. Each of us can discard any number of victory points to gain back that many health. You're getting low on health.
Yeah,
you might need to use it.
Any number. So I think
up to 10. So you can't get
sure
above 10 health.
I think I will actually do this and turn 2 of my victory points to get 2 more health back because I'm playing the long game.
Okay.
Let's
go to the graveyard.
Yeah. We saw him already, but I won't tell you where. Of course.
I remember where.
No. You have no idea. No idea. And why don't I take it face again? Because I can.
Okay. Let's see. Champion and champion.
Here we go again.
So my champion gets buffed when I flip over his creatures. So I gain an extra 2 victory points. Yeah, sorry, the creature doesn't get buffed, but my victory points get all boosty. So now my last pair, or my last flip, I'm going to try and find your guy here.
How nice of you. And I say, nice. Would be no.
Maybe. And then I'm going to attack your face for 2 again.
Again, all this aggression. This aggression will not stand.
By the way, to update those of you watching, Sebastian's at 6 health. I'm at 8 health. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. I'll put my health over in the camera view. So
yeah, why not? There. Where's the camera? Why I put it here. So
there we go.
So
yeah, it's a little tricky setup.
We try our best. So
okay,
I
so
remember something. This one.
I was gonna get it next time.
No, you won't. This is mine. Oh, I should have remembered this.
Oh yeah, you lose.
I lose 2 health, and I can deal 1 damage. I'm not sure if I want to deal damage to this 2 health of that. This is actually your.
Oh right.
But you could of course always. Oh well. So I mean, I don't like my options here, to be honest. So where's this heading? Like the game may end soon. You have a bunch of victory points. I have not so many.
You could kill one of my minions this turn
by
dealing 1 damage with your minion, and then
that's exactly what I was saying. So I do 1 damage to your guy here, and then attacking with him.
Okay, so then I lose.
My guy gets -1 health.
Okay, so minion down. Slowly chipping away at my ability to hurt you.
Yeah, that's what I want, actually. Because if it ends now, I'm kind of a...
Yeah, so the thing is, I could probably try and find another one of your... Oh,
actually, I have 1 more reveal to do. Because I just...
All right.
You can forget these things sometimes if you don't pay attention.
I know where he is.
No, you don't.
So the thing is, like, I could try and find one of your guys to get more victory points, but I think I'm just gonna kill you,
me, and then
kill you with damage first.
It's kind of the same.
Minions of the herb are worth +1 victory point, so that gives me a victory. I don't think we're gonna get to victory points. I think we're gonna end the game with just killing you. And then I deal 3 to your face. So you got 1 health left. Can you recover? Is there anything you can do?
Maybe I get a nice effect. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Something to turn the tide. Well, I get my last minion. Well, he can poison other guys. I don't think this will be the thing saving me. Oh, we didn't see him before. Now, of course, he's here. I know this. I don't know this. Okay. So this is a problem now. I think I will just so it doesn't look so grim in the end, I will just attack your face for everything I've got. Of course, I like
so 3. Okay.
The way you heard me.
Okay, down to 5.
I think we can hold it around because whatever
I think
you would just
at least for 1.
Get my last.
So that's the game. That was pretty quick, right?
That was pretty quick. This was under 10 minutes actually.
Okay.
So here we are again. So which phases do you prefer? The grim minions down there, or our? Well, mine is a bit. This is from the damage. All the damage I took. This is of course a problem if you play Fightlings. You may end up bruised or blurry in this way. So yeah, this was a really quick round of Fightlings. Maybe if we do another one, we'll be a bit slower again to answer.
We're so blurry right now.
Yeah.
This camera.
Oh.
Can we get it closer to us? Is that?
Yeah, maybe. Come closer, dear. Come closer. That's okay.
Can we get feedback?
Do you want to be closer? Do you guys want us to be closer? I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'm just shuffling it up and prepare the next round.
Yeah.
Well, let's answer some questions.
Yeah, if that doesn't take all your brain power, shuffling and turning it, I would ask some of the questions that our viewer asked beforehand. So the early game seems pretty straightforward. Like, it's always the same. You just reveal and see if you get a match. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else or any other strategy that you would say you could utilize in the early game to mix it up a bit and even get an advantage maybe? So is it the best way to always try to recover many of your minions early?
Typically that helps. It depends on the deck you built though. So there are certainly some ways to get an interesting advantage in the early game. One of the things that I do with one of the decks I build is that I take some minions that have peak abilities and I add them to my face-up minions. Mm-hmm. So that way, early game, I'm getting a chance to peek at a lot of stuff. And then if I'm feeling really on point for my memory game, that might combo well with some of the stuff I do. So yeah, the first few rounds, I mean, sometimes you get a minion on the first turn, sometimes you get one on the second turn, but you rarely go more than 2 turns without getting something. So someone's going to get stuff on the board in the first few rounds. And we've done a lot to try and speed that process up. That's why we have face-up minions in the first place.
Because this was some early feedback, this is too random or it takes too long sometimes, and so we're guaranteed that we have some limited strategy. Mm-hmm. So no matter what, the chances of getting these early is increased. And as you saw in our game, it actually is. So we got all our minions that we started with. Okay, nice. One a little bit more meta question is maybe about the 3 main aspects of the game. So we have the main aspects of the game, of course: deck building, the memory mechanic, and card battling. Like this.
The combat game.
Yeah, the combat action. So would you say that one of these 3 is the dominant one, or that if you are really good at one of these aspects, you can have your problems in the other aspects? Or what is, in your opinion, the most important one? Or
so for me, I think I have a pretty bad memory for the memory game.
Me too.
And so what I do is I try and come up with little devices to help me memorize. I choose what I'm remembering rather than just trying to remember everything.
Yeah.
But it is certainly the part I'm the weakest at. The combat math I can do pretty well. The deck building, I played a lot of different deck building games, so I can build kind of interesting decks to fight against whatever deck I think you might be playing.
So you feel that these other aspects can help to help with the disadvantages in the memory game?
They're all fairly equally important. If you build a bad deck, you can still win with solid memory. If you are bad at solid memory also helps you get more creatures out if you are not so great at knowing when to attack or when to block.
Yeah. Or from what I got, if you have a bad memory, you put in maybe not 1 effect but 3 effects in your deck. Mm-hmm. So because at the ones you flip
then it flips the board really quick. So more effects.
You can help yourself with that.
And any other deck building game, players can post decks that they like. Mm-hmm. And when I started playing Android Netrunner, the thing I learned a lot by seeing what other people were playing.
Yeah, getting
every good card battle game has community of people that's going to share knowledge about deck building. And because this is a living card game, there's nothing to collect. Everyone's got the same cards.
So no one's at a disadvantage.
Even the promo cards,
the same tools.
Yeah, basically, even the promo cards we were giving away, in essence, they're only wild cards. So there's nothing that, like, someone who has a promo card is not going to be able to play better or build any more interesting decks than people who didn't have the promo. So
so it's mostly the cool artwork, but here again. Well, this guy has brains, little bat wings. Well, spooky. So yeah, look out for these guys. If we get another, few euros on our goals, they will come to the whole game for everyone. So yeah, Brian is setting up. Oh, thanks so much. You can't see it, but he's turning the face to my side now. So
yeah, so he can actually read the.
Thanks so much. such a nice guy. Speaking of nice things, do you have a personal favorite in terms of artwork? Because, of course, I love the artwork of this game. I think they all look so cool and unique. What's your favorite one? Maybe
I think. Well,
can we showcase him? Of course, we're already setting up the game. But maybe
let me find if I've got my.
We can reshuffle them.
I kind of like all of the stuff from Orange, all the tireless lookout. Actually, no, the Centaur guy is my favorite for sure.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
Maybe you'll find yours. I'm not sure if he's in this deck. I think he's on the.
Oh, right.
He's in the rest of the game.
We just now.
Oh,
I just built the decks.
You could show also on the camera we have the decks we use, but this is all the rest of the cards that we didn't use.
Yeah. So even
with deck building, yeah, we have many more cards to choose from. This is the ones we didn't use.
Right. So these are the cards left over after we built 2 decks, and we may add more.
Yeah,
depending on the cost.
Depending on
we
the
certainly have designed more. It's a.
So while you're looking, I may showcase my favorite is here, the Machinist, Champion of the Tinkerer. I think she looks really, really cool. Like with all of these steampunk artwork on the there it comes Brian's one. So here's also Fightling of strategy.
Yeah, this one's my favorite one. It's like a Centaur Knight. It's a cool concept piece. It's
all armored.
Like full on, not even just like horse barding, but like full on armor for the entire Centaur Knight thing. It's just cool. I like it a lot. I'm surprised I've never seen.
Yeah, why aren't there more armored Centaurs?
Armored Centaurs.
Where are they? Centaur Knights. Yeah, they're always so savage with furs and stuff. Why? Why couldn't they be industrious? So yeah, they can be here. So maybe one last question before we start another game. Of course, with the possibility of a third faction, and this got asked earlier also, would it be possible to play Fightlings with more than 2 players? Because this is a duel sort of game, but
I would love to make a 3 or 4 player version of the game. So if we hit the goal to make a third faction, then I'm gonna figure out how to make it fun.
You will make it work.
I'll make some house rules at least.
Yeah.
So maybe you build a smaller deck, maybe you play with a bigger board. You could figure out do you attack in a circle? Is each player only allowed to attack the person on their left, for example, or do you let everyone attack freely? I guess we'll just play test it and figure it out.
Yeah.
Which one's the most fun way to play? And certainly, this game is very well suited to house rules. So
yeah, that's what I was getting through.
If you want to play with a bigger deck and a bigger board, you're certainly welcome to. And we do give you enough cards. You could say, hey, what if we played with 2 champions instead of 1 champion?
Right.
See what happens. You can always tune the number of health and the number of victory points required. So to make if obviously if you're playing with 2 champions, you're gonna end the game much faster. So maybe play to a higher health point. Or something.
Yeah, that's what I got to do.
The important part is I actually write all the cards so that they are very flexible. So it never says oh, you need 15 victory points to win the game. It says you need 3 additional victory points. So if you decided, hey, we're playing to a higher victory point count, then you could always say the card would still be relevant
Yeah, everything works. Everything works, even with house rules or many changes. Yeah.
Okay, so we're ready for another game. Unless there's any questions from the audience.
They're quiet today.
Okay.
Last time exhausted them, I guess.
Go down.
Oh, there we are. We are even kind of focused. Oh, and we need some points. So maybe, yeah, this time it's better. I can even see yours. Get my health back.
Okay. So why don't you go again?
Go first. Once I'm at first health, I'm at full health. Why don't I go again? Well, this time I can read all the cards. So sure. And just to mess with you,
throw me off.
So you think you know my game, but you haven't seen anything yet.
Actually, let's bring that back up. There we go. There's a guy there.
There's a guy there.
Over.
Trust us. Trust us. So, so many and nothing works. Oh well. Oh well. First round.
Okay. Oh. We want to trade some victory points?
I would love to. We should have changed the wildcards to be a bit more wild. To just show you guys, because the wildcard can be a real game changer.
Okay, so that's one of my effects. This is both minions, or both players get victory points.
Okay.
So here you go. Some victories. And some victories.
Very small victories.
And third flip. Hey, it's one of mine.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Okay, just try.
I want to see on camera. Like you can see, it's always luck. It's always luck. The only reason he wins. No, of course not.
Well, I built the deck too, so I guess I built both decks. If you win, I can take credit for you winning as well.
Because that's true actually. Next time I should have more time and prepare the deck of my own. Yeah. So I can say like, oh, this is all working according to plan. Okay, so yeah, this was your round, and then I will continue. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. And nothing again. Well, I guess I'm camera jinxed. Like we said last time, no worries, because you were kind of hoping, Sebastian, you can do it. I did it. I already won against Brian.
Okay.
Just not on camera.
Oh yeah, you did. Cool. Another one. This one, when Gobrabilist attacks, it gets -1 health and +1 attack.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this one. Oh man, it's off camera. I've got too many creatures. I can't even see them.
First world problem, I guess.
So yeah, this guy, whenever he attacks, his health goes down, his health goes down and his attack power goes up. So basically, he'll end up, defeating himself at some point, unless I can keep him healed. But it does turn into a kind of a strong creature. Yeah, and I'll attack you for 1.
Of course, like it has to be. Because this is Fightlings, not Peacelings. Okay, I would love to get this guy. But where?
Didn't we see him, or was that last game?
That was last game.
I'm always getting confused.
Oh, we didn't see him.
We did last game, or
I'm actually well, always something new to find, I guess. This is like a real bad choker. It's like, whoa.
Okay, let's see if I can find a new. I like this going down the middle, chopping the board in half.
Oh yeah, this is like not only deck building, but board building as well.
Okay. No matches.
No matches.
I thought I saw this guy before.
Yeah, me too.
I can't remember where it was. Okay, I'm going to attack for 2. As this one attacks, it deals the damage to itself and gains an attack power. So 2 damage to you.
Thanks for taking my other way, literally. Okay. So, wait a second. I know you. No, it wasn't here. It was. Here it was. Ha! Finally, something to fight with. So, of course, I'm not sure if this is
You don't like that guy?
if I put him in here. I'm not too much of a cautious player. So yeah, I lose health, but I can deal damage. I guess I'll deal damage to your already damaged guy because he will become more powerful. And
Then you can possibly imagine.
And I want to kill him fast before he gets
he gets pretty big.
So I turned over 3 actually. This was my turn.
And I remember where my guy is.
Why do you always?
No.
Nah, another guy.
There we go.
There we
go. Okay. Almost lost it there. So this one, oh yeah, all my minions get +1, are worth +1 victory point. And then I will attack
like you're winning and victory points. Oh well.
I will take damage, go up to 2 attack power, and attack you for 3.
Of course. Chipping away at my health. Well, that's not chipping anymore. This is more like
yeah,
taking huge bites out of it.
You know, we were playing to 12 typically. So here, have 2 health. have 2 health back, and then I'll get 2 health. Because we're still experimenting with which victory point or health value.
It depends on the decks too. There are some decks that are really slow. 10 points, 10 health points is fine. This is very aggressive. That's what I made. Well, yeah. Can I turn this somehow? I guess I could, but I would need to. Well, there. Have some luck. This is my taunt guy. He will protect me with his mighty health pool of 1, but he also has a bite to him. So, wait a second. Wasn't he this one? Yes. Haha. Memory. Okay. Very nice. So if every time he takes damage, he gains +1 attack. So it's kind of like your guy here, just that he does it.
Both, I made sure that like when I designed the creatures for both orange and green, a lot of them have parallels, but they're a little different. So
yeah, it's not the same.
They're not the same card, but like this guy, it's when he takes damage. This one is whenever he attacks, and he also the ability is like
he's a 1/3, he's a 0/4, so they're different enough. But yeah. Interesting mechanics.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna attack him with your 1/2?
Your 1/2. So like Euro is 1/1 right now, isn't he?
So that would trade.
Yeah.
That's probably your best move.
I think so too.
Okay, so killing my cool creature,
and everyone dies here.
Everyone dies.
Trying to rebuild my defenses, get my health back up. Okay, this was my turn.
Okay.
Let's see if you find something. Oh,
wait, did I have?
You didn't.
Did I have another? Ooh. Let me try and figure this out. Okay.
Want to go the memory route?
Hey, I know where that guy is. Yeah, I do want to go to the memory route because I can find all my creatures.
Why? So what does it do?
I gain 1 victory point at the beginning of each turn. Of my turn, not each turn.
No, that would be insane, actually.
He's really weak. He's a 1/1 creature. So
I know who's getting attacked soon.
You should be more worried about my ability to kill you with damage.
True. This won't go the victory point route, I guess.
But you do have a taunt creature.
I do.
I will.
You will
trade.
Your taunt creature for my.
Your minion for my minion.
Such a huge graveyard, this game. Like, this is a massacre here.
And then I will attack you for 2 directly.
Not the face again.
Okay, and that is my turn.
That's your turn. Okay.
Sorry, I get to flip a 3rd card. I forgot to flip a 3rd card.
Of course. Of course.
There we go, another match. Taunt, actually.
Taunt. Brilliant. Just brilliant.
I think that turned the game. I think
this was. I was like, now I will turn the game. No, this is out the window, I guess. Because of the taunt, I couldn't. Maybe I could have killed.
Oh yeah, he's the best defense for your guy too, because he doesn't. My taunt creature doesn't actually hurt you.
Yeah.
So your guy doesn't even get you bigger.
Yeah. That's it. So yeah, I could play out my round.
People at Essen were saying like, hey, why does this guy have 0 attack power? He's kind of dumb.
No.
But in fact, this is actually
He is to prove
exactly the point where you want to have 0 attack power
because now I know where he is, actually. And I have a 2/2 creature, which could have turned the table. Right there. But not
I would have, as much as I like to see you win.
And I know where I actually know where she is. So,
okay.
So,
I think that's
the game. But it's a close one this time. Don't make no mistake.
It didn't look close, but yeah,
it didn't look.
You were a lot more suited. You're in a much better position this last game. Because if he totally would have been able to kill my creatures really fast. And I got those last 2 damage. I got that little ton guy in the way so that he couldn't actually hit me.
And once they're dead, then it's a whole different game because it may, even if you're ahead, even if your opponent is down to 1 health, the only difference that matters is the difference between 0 and 1.
Right.
Or 0 and any other number.
Yeah, like they say, one's not dead.
One is not dead.
One's not dead.
And once you don't have any creatures anymore, you basically might.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck trying to find more, or like we've played some games where one player got all their creatures out and the other player wiped the board, and then one player basically had no creatures left on the board of their own, so they were just trying to match the opponent's creatures fast enough to end the game with victory points, just like, oh, get everyone out there, let me find every match. And that is a bit possible because at that point of the game, if the board's smaller, you're much more likely to get a lucky draw, and then you will probably have seen most of the board at that point, so it's pretty easy. And then also remember, matching any opponent's cards like chain into a bigger combo and give you victory points. So
you get an extra reveal.
Quite possible. It's like kind of self-tuning a little bit. So
yeah, so that was the second game. Like, you guys wanted more gameplay this time.
Yeah, let's answer a few more questions.
Do we have some more? Actually, we anticipate some from chat, but chat is awfully quiet. Maybe it's because last time we were a bit earlier, more could tune in maybe.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the last question. That's for Flores.
That's actually for Flores. Like for the art book, like what kind of art do we can tell. So our artist would be the guy to answer that one.
Yeah, he's on vacation right now. So
lots of cool arts, of course.
Yeah, that's the best I can say. Is cool artwork.
We have cool artwork that no one else has seen yet. Some of it
sketches, I imagine.
Sketches. Some of it won't even go into the actual card game, because we didn't use our art possibilities there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this is of course Kickstarter exclusive, so no one else will get this art book.
And then what else?
Just to reiterate again, we just hit our financial goal, so the card game will definitely be made. So now I guess it's the time to tell everyone you haven't told yet, or tell everyone you have told again, because first of all, thanks to you. This is amazing. We hoped to reach this goal, to make this game. Now we will do it, and now, of course, everything else that gets unlocked will add to the base game for free for you guys.
One thing that we forgot to mention at the beginning was one of the stretch goals that people thought was kind of weak was the one where you get more, a few more cards into the deck. And because of all of our negotiation with manufacturers, we're actually just doing that one anyway. So we're just giving that one away for free. So the original first stretch goal is now included in the game. So
it's the original segment.
It's one of the first ones, the one with more wild cards. I actually, in the course of playtesting at Essen, we designed a bunch more wildcards, and so we're putting the 4 bonus wildcards into the base game.
That's still on the 11,000 page, isn't it?
Does it still say that? Yeah. We talked about this the other day.
We will figure it out.
We've got some people on vacation, and we've sort of
because we threw the numbers around a bit. So we figured it out and post an update, of course, about it. So
essentially, one of the things we're definitely committing to is like, the original quote put us at like 4 wild cards, I think. And so we're definitely going to give you at least 8 to make it a more wild experience. So That's happening. I don't think that's a stretch goal anymore.
It is on the page right now, so I can't say anything.
This is also complicated. We have some people on vacation, and it's like we're all running full speed at the moment.
We will of course post about it.
So if what I said is true, then we'll post about it.
And if not, we'll also post something about it.
I think we're doing
it. We post so much because now
I think there is another one that's like adding more Fightlings to the game or something.
Yeah.
One of them is
this one. I think this is the one we're talking about. This is included now because it's actually.
The Fightlings are the one we included.
I think so. But before we confuse each other anymore, I think we will just recheck with the other.
We'll defer to the page,
and then whatever is on the page is true.
Definitely something that we said was a stretch goal is now included.
Yeah, that much is true, and the page will be updated
right before the. Okay, I'm confused. One of the things we should also cover was last week we talked about languages,
right?
And I said we would include French in the translation. That's actually one of the stretch goals as well for translation stretch goal.
Yep.
We are including PDF. Like we're going to make downloadable PDFs of English, German, Spanish, and Italian. Probably Italian. And we would put those up on our website as well as our Board Game Geek page, so that everyone who gets the game eventually could like find where those PDFs are. And we're open to fan submissions for rules translation. So if you like speak another language and you want to see the game translated, and you're willing to help, you can send us text and we will like make an official.
You can actually, we have our preliminary rules online already on the campaign page, so just have a look at them. It's not that much. It's 3 pages.
Yeah.
So if you're fluent in any language, of course, just submit it and we can.
Yeah, we did get a lot of Dutch fans at Essen this year. People from Belgium and the Netherlands. So
community games. So
so if any of you Dutch people watching us or
just
Flemish people want to help translate, then you're welcome to help us out, and we would put that and make it an official submission for the game. So again, to cover what I said last time as well, the cards will be printed in English, but there will be like many symbols used, as many as we can realistically put without making it extra complicated, so that things like deal damage or taunt will have a symbol instead of.
So if you want to play the game with your loved ones but are worried because they're not so fluent in English, don't worry anymore. It is easy enough to understand, and the cards themselves will have as little text as possible.
Yeah, and part of what I would like to do with the translation that we are getting is to make sort of like a picture list of all the cards and then put the translated text on there. So maybe eventually people just memorize what the cards do based on the artwork, and not if they don't speak the language, and then they can look up.
Yeah,
like I mean,
and then again, options. The English understand will be simple enough. Don't know complicated words. I don't think it's a problem. We have played with many people, and well, as we're a German company, most of our friends and family are not that fluent in English.
I'd say my family is pretty fluent.
Your family, of course, being from America, but many others not. And it's not a problem, from what I get it.
Yeah, we played with people from all over the world in Estonia, and it was not, like, even...
The base rules are easy enough to understand, and the special things, if you know some words, it's no problem, and you need only some keywords to understand. So, before we... I think remembering more about language. Most of you are not interested in language. Most of you are just interested in the game. So remember, the campaign still runs until the end of Wednesday. So you have 2 more days left.
German time.
German time.
Yeah, so 60-something, 50-something hours now.
From
right now.
From right now.
So we're still over 2 days off, but it's midnight for us. On Wednesday is when it ends. So if you're in a different time zone, keep that in mind. But our Kickstarter page will of course say how many hours are left.
Just on the sound. So yeah, spread the word, and we are so excited to actually make this game. Thanks so much for making it possible. And yeah, we keep you posted.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Thanks everyone for supporting us, and we will be in contact shortly
with new updates on the page.
Yeah.
See you then.
Check for all the stuff I may have been unsure of.
We will make sure it's all online.
Yeah.
Whatever on the page.
Whatever's on the page like soon will be true. And yes, thanks again for helping us hit the goal, and we're stoked. Finally making a published board game, and it's actually turning into a pretty fun game, I would say.
I would say so too.
So yeah, I am not hesitant to share this with my friends. Cool.
See you then.
Ciao.
Ciao.